What's good, YouTube? It's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and welcome to another video. As the title suggests, we'll be making beats for Dolla. I've been playing around with the latest synth that I showed you guys recently, bassynth, and there's a couple sounds in there that kind of inspired me to make a Dolla beat. So with that said, let's get straight to it. First things first, we're gonna lower our tempo to sort of like a DJ Mustard pop sort of tempo. It's not gonna be 100, but we'll do like maybe a little bit faster at 103. We'll give ourselves a 4-bar loop, and let's go ahead and bring in Native Instruments Contact, and then we're going to pull in the bass synth expansion. So let's go over here. So I'm going to go over to a preset that kind of sparked this whole video idea, and it was called this dark organ sound right over here. Just love the way it sounded. All right, so the preset sounds something like this. All right, so let's go ahead and draw that in right now. We're gonna go ahead and close that up, and let's go to our pencil tool and draw on that pattern. Let's just turn on our metronome. Do, do, do. So we're over here. Do, do, do. Alright, so there's the beat right there, or the melody at least. Maybe I'll pitch this down 1 octave. I like the way that sounds a little bit better. It's going to open up bassynth. And let's see if we move around this visual sort of XY pad over here, see if we can kind of bring in different tones. Let's just pull it to there. I'm gonna bring in EQ. I'm just gonna filter out some of the bass because we're gonna kind of work with put in some other bass ourselves later. Alright, so there's that sound right over there. Let's go ahead and lower that up. Kind of starts it off for us. Let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And I'm going to bring in a drum kit here. And that drum kit is a drum kit I'm working on right now. It's a sort of pop R&B trap kit. This is just some sounds from it that we're going to use. And let's go ahead and let's start off with a snap. So we're going to go on the 2s and 4s for a snap. There's the snaps right there. And put a little bit of reverb on it. Alright, next let's go ahead and duplicate that track. And maybe I'll put in like a hi-hat here just to ride out on the 1s. Alright, let's see here. But we're going to remove our verb. We don't want that. Let's double time that, or 8th note repeat. Let's make this nice and wide. Bring in a delay. Sorry, not an echo. A sample delay. We'll create that Haas effect that we like to do here. Make it nice and wide. A little bit. Let's go ahead and duplicate that track. Maybe we'll put in a secondary hi-hat. I have another hi-hat in this kit. Let's go ahead and draw that in right now. It's going to go something like this. Start it over there. It will layer up that kit like that, that hi-hat. Put another little hits over there. We'll just end it off like that. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate that track, and let's put in like a sort of a hit at the top of the bar right here. Let's see where what samples I have here. Alright, let's just put that at the top. Do it on the 1 and a 3. Duplicate that track. And let's put a big crash at the top. I know I have a sample here somewhere. Right there. Nice little effect. And you can add some reverb on that. Alright, let's go ahead and add in another drum piece here. Let's bring in a kick. So let's go ahead and draw that in right now. Let's take out the verb though. I'll put another kick over there. Let's just continue that pattern, keep it nice and simple. Alright, so we got that going over there. Let's go ahead and bring in another instance of this bass synth. And I'm going to see if we can like find another sound that can work under this over here. There was a preset that I liked. Let's bring this up here. And we're going to go ahead and use a preset called Vinyl Growl. It's going to be like this low end sort of Reese sound. Let's go over to Vinyl Growl. All right, so let's go ahead and close that up. And let's go ahead and draw in that pattern. So we're just going to follow the pattern that we did on that sort of melody sound. So we're going to go over to here. Just go ahead and filter out some of the lows. That could be sort of like for our chorus part. Next, let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And let's bring in Logic's ES2. And we're going to go ahead and work with an 808. Just bring some low end into this track here. And we're going to start off once again with that same lead note. We're just going to go down to a nice low octave. Let's just mute that for a second. We may use that as like sort of like a midpoint section. Alright, so now that we got those two to work together, next let's go ahead and add in some other drum elements to this drum pattern. We're going to go ahead and add in an open hat. Let's go ahead and just find that open hat. There it is right there. Do something like that. Alright, next let's go ahead and duplicate this track, and I'm just going to add in some snares at the end of this pattern just to kind of make it sort of a little bit different as it comes to the end of the 4 bars. Let's go ahead and draw that in. Let's work on the last 4 bars. Let's just find that snare. There it is right there. I think that could work. Let's go ahead and just see how that sounds. Alright, last thing what I'm going to bring in here is sort of a sound that Ty Dolla $ign uses a lot in his tracks, or maybe not a lot, but in a couple tracks. And a lot of people in hip hop and trap especially been using this sound. It's that squeaky bed. We did a whole video on this sound. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring that in and just kind of layer it into this beat right over here. So here it is right over here. We're just going to bring that in. It's that squeaky bed sound. Just going to chop it up at the 4 bars and we're going to layer that in here. Maybe we'll add in some reverb on this guy here. Let's go ahead and bring in Logic Space Designer. And maybe we're going to go ahead and put in some flanger on this, modulation flanger, just to kind of give it some like wishy-washy effect. A little bit. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and just put a pause on the video and just kind of arrange this quickly for a beat, and we will come right back. Right, so we're back right here. Just quickly put a quick arrangement together. I did do a couple of changes and added some things in the background. I bounced this crash in place over here. And I reversed it so we get this nice little build up. I added in some ambient sound over here. I felt like it needed it, sort of just give it some room into this track. I also went ahead and just added in some distortion and some reverb on this sound just to kind of pull it out a little bit. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I just quickly arranged, and that's that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And here's the beat that we just put together. All right, so there is the beat right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You can let me know what you think about it in the comment section below this video. You can find a play pack to this beat in the description box below this video, include the MIDI stems, audio stems, all the loops, and of course the drum sounds that you heard in this. In this sort of quick arrangement, you can kind of hear the different sections that you could create with this track, maybe add to it if you like as well. That play pack will be in the description box below this video. I'll also place a link to Wave Alchemy's bassynth right over here, so that contact expansion that we use for a couple of the sounds in this beat. It's a super dope expansion sound. Bassynth just gives you a lot of bass, thick bass sounds. So if you do want to check that out, I'll place a link in the description box below this video. Been using that a lot in my beats. That's it for me, guys. Hopefully you did like this video. If you do want to chat or have any questions, let's go ahead and talk in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, remember, thumbs up, share it, and as usual, remember to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later.